right, the man of the truth, Onyezoku. So, let me tell you one thing you don't know. So, before I start my discussion today, I would like you to subscribe on our TV, and God continue blessing you people for me. Once again, happy Sunday, everyone. So, my today topic here goes to ADC. You know, ADC have been a crisis for long, but yeah, you know, there is hope. There is hope. There is hope. There is hope. There is hope for ADC. So, I have something to read for you here. Let's read it together before I start my discussion today. So, breaking news: Obasanjo, atiku Abubakar, P2B, and Makinde and others, you know, have agreed to sign peace accord. So they have agreed to, you know, to bring, you know, anybody you know win presidential, you know, you know, automatic tickets. You know, that is everybody win primary election. That is not going to be a problem. So that is what I expected from ADC for long. So I told you that Obasanjo is the father. So Obasanjo have the unite ADC again. So and I have agreed that anybody win, that is not going to be a problem again. So that is what the peace accord they signed. So if atiku Abubakar win the presidential ticket, there is no problem. If P2B win, there is no problem. If Amechi win, so anybody win the presidential candidate, there is not going to be, I will leave the party, I'm going to defend. So there is no problem again. So that is the reason why I told you people that you see, this ADC is a very strong opposition that is going to challenge APC 2027. There is a lot of people are saying no longer ADC, they're no longer getting themselves. There is no strong opposition is going to challenge ADC in 2027. I tell them stop saying that before 2027 election, you see that ADC is going to be in order. So you see that I have started now that ADC have reconciled small. So let everybody should be in mind that it's not going to be only ADC is going to have a crisis. See, before this 2027 election, you see that APC is going to have a big crisis. That is my, you know, I know how they say. If I see something, I will say it. Onyezoku is here to give me the truth. So it's going to be a very big crisis in APC, because APC, a lot of people have been defecting in APC. You know, APC have almost 36 states. APC have 31 governors. Tell me how APC is going to balance this appointment when you know, I thought, listen to me. Just go mark it somewhere that Onyezoku tell you this, that APC is going to balance it on 20 after primary election. After primary election, you see, you know, crisis on APC. So let's be watching how everything will goes. That is the reason why I told you that Obasanjo and you know, P2B, atiku Abubakar, Makinde, that is Oyo State Governor, you know, have went a meeting to sign peace accord. So there is no problem again in ADC. All of them have agreed, you know, have signed peace accord. There is no defecting again. Even if atiku Abubakar win the presidential candidate, P2B is not going to defect. Even if the P2B win the presidential candidate, atiku Abubakar not going to. If Amechi win, so there's peace now in ADC. That is what I'm expecting for ADC. You know. So let me say that what is going to happen in 2027? Nobody is going to predict what is going to happen. What I'm begging people to be pray that you know, is not going to be a crisis in 2027. Are not going to be a problem, because I don't know how you're going to balance this election in 2027. I'm not seeing, how it's going to, because I don't see APC, handing over to ADC if the ADC win, and I'm not seeing ADC to agree if the APC finally win 2027. So that is the reason I say that prayer is the only solution. Prayer is going to solve every problem. That is the reason, so that everybody should be praying, because what is happening in Nigeria now, nobody know how to start and how to that is why I told you that the prayer is the key. Prayer is going to solve any problem is happening in this country. So in case you don't never get your PVC, please try and get your PV, so that this election 2027 is going to be totally different in election. It's going to be totally different election. So please go and bring your PVC. Go and bring your PVC so that you can vote your choice. Vote your choice. Please vote according to your conscience. Please vote for your conscience. Don't vote because of money. Don't vote because of this person is from my tribe, this person, don't vote because of love this one. Vote because of the history of that person. Vote because of the past for that person. So vote for the betterment of this country, so that I don't know, the area I'm going on. So please try and vote according to your choice. So thank you everyone. In case you never subscribe for me, please try and subscribe on our TV. I'm here to give you more details. So thank you. God will bless everyone. As far as you are across this channel, God will continue blessing you. So one love. Thank you.